Corn has been a staple food within the American diet for centuries. However, the method in which corn is obtained and manufactured has evolved over the years. From man-worked machines to industrial factories, we will explore the development of corn and how it has progressed to meet the needs of society today.
The Corn Belt is a group of states where most of the corn in the United States is produced. Michigan, among 11 other states, make up this Corn Belt. In Michigan, Battle Creek is known specifically for its corn production. This chart shows a short story of U.S. corn production over time. Within the last century, corn and the practice in which we farm it has evolved immensely, making current practices more time-effective and more efficient. In the early 1900s, farmers used a unique method to farm corn where kernels were removed from the cob using a sheller.
Like that, and then you stick your ear of corn right in there, and the shells come down here, and the cob comes out there.
It's so interesting.
That was kid's job, to turn that crank.
The kid's job?
That was the kid's job.
Let's see. Oh yeah, getting those corns.
Oh, you got it.
Pretty cool. Today's practices use a technique based off of the original process, but it has progressed to meet the demands of mass production. The sheller has evolved into what is now known as the corn combine.
In 1906, Will Kellogg entered the cereal business. He discovered that a better flake was produced by only using the corn grit, also known as the sweetheart of corn. In the 1930s, instead of cutting back during the Great Depression, Kellogg doubled his advertisements and created a fourth shift at the plant to increase employment. Others earned their paychecks by developing a 10-acre park on the Battle Creek plant grounds. In 2010, United Way recognized Kellogg Company with the Spirit of America Award, its highest honor for overall community efforts. The numerous Kellogg's products sold today would not be around if it weren't for the single cob of corn that started it all.
Today, corn is used in a variety of creative ways. Corn syrup is made from cornstarch and used as a thickener and sweetener. High fructose corn syrup converts glucose into fructose, which is commonly used in place of sugar in American-made processed and mass-processed food, candies, and sodas to help control costs. Corn ethanol is produced from corn by industrial fermentation, chemical processing, and distillation. It is commonly used in the U.S. as an alternative to gas and petroleum. Corn gluten meal is a byproduct of corn processing that has been used as animal feed and an herbicide for farms and gardens.
I was driving out of the deer stand one day, ironically, to go to town to write songs with some friends of mine. I thought, what am I going to write today? I'm so uninspired. And I was passing a cornfield, and I thought, well, I'll just write a song called Corn. So that's what I did. Well, the red man said to the white man, if you're going to survive in this new land, it's going to take a little more than all the gunpowder and lead you can put on that big Mayflower. It's gonna take a little more than a flag on a rocky shore. Here's you some corn. So he cleared a field and he hoed some rows. Put up a fence and built an old scarecrow. And now here we are 400 long years later. You know we're coast to coast, 10 billion acres. From California down to Florida, but to New York, we're just covered in corn. Now listen to me. Well, we box it, stalk it, microwave and pop it, and boil it after we shuck it out on the front porch. Some steam it, cream it, suck it up and feed it to the chickens, cows, sows, and the wild boars. Oh, thank the Lord for corn. White lightning struck down in Tennessee. The night a hillbilly stumbled on a recipe. Well, he dropped a cob or two in sugar and water. True story.